a 5-second recess.
Okay.
Okay, would like to welcome you to our meeting tonight. Kevin will offer the prayer and Ben will lead us in the pledge.
Our Father, we are thankful for the opportunity to come to this meeting tonight and discuss water issues that surround the city of Mesquite and town of Bunkerville in the Virgin Valley. We ask you to please look over and bless us tonight to be able to discuss the issues that we have and to come to positive resolution on all those things. We're thankful for the opportunities that all of us have to serve in various capacities. We ask you to look over and help us to make the best decisions with the information that we have available to us. And we ask and pray for these things in the name of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen.
Pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you, Kevin, and thank you, Ben. We'll go ahead and open it up for public comment. Please state your name for the record. Please keep your comments no longer than 3 minutes, because I don't like interrupting people and having to cut people short.
Thank you, Eli. Mike Navarre, I'm a resident of Mesquite. I'd like to discuss this water issue for a moment. Nothing could be further apart than these two issues. On one hand, you have the Virgin Valley Water Board being asked to join with the Walker River Irrigation District, and I'll use some shorthand here, essentially to protect shares of river water that all shareholders in the state of Nevada may have. When you boil all that down, it means making money off water shares. On the other side of the case is the issue of the public trust. Now, the public trust doctrine, if you don't know, it essentially says that water, under certain conditions, is held in public trust, and that it should not be used to make profits or for the private sector. It's a tough issue. It's especially a tough issue when the Virgin Valley Water Board has spent in excess of $12 million purchasing water shares from Macon Beck. Now, no matter how you look at it, those purchases have essentially established a market price for water. And that market price exceeds by between 179 and 330 times the market price of average river water for off-river water in the state of Nevada from 2008 to 2013 at least. So here you are, you have all this water, you paid a lot of money for it. And here we have a situation in which other public trust people are coming along and saying, hey, that water should be held in public trust. Now, I'm on the public trust side, but I do realize, of course, that you have to spend a lot of money for water. And it would be nearly impossible for you to recover all that money, even at the SNWA rates. So to some degree, you've got yourself in a bind. On one hand, you can't comply with the public trust because you have all this investment in water. So as I understand it, you're essentially being asked to fall on the side of the shareholders. Well, let's look at another issue that has to go with assume about water. Nobody knows how much water you actually have. I know. Some of you talk about, we got all this water. But as a scientific fact, you don't know. Let's just settle that once and for all. One of the things we do know is that you're pumping about 6,600 acre feet, and you have a perennial yield of 3,000. So you're pumping in excess of what the perennial yield is. Now I know, and you know, that the whole issue of perennial yield is part of the Great Basin Water case study. So now you have two legal actions happening here. On one hand, you have the Walker case that is contesting whether or not we should pay a lot of money to shareholders or whether it should be in the public trust. And on the other hand, we have the Great Basin Water case study, a water study that's going on, or water case issue that's going on, that is contesting how you even measure water. Well, regardless of all of that, in the 2017 legislature said that you're going to study the basin. The state water engineer has to study the basin. So what I'm suggesting here is that you jump on the study of the basin as quickly as you can. You find out exactly how much water you do have, and for God's sakes, consider the public trust, not profiteering. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.